Like this. Like this. Auntie, are you recording right now?
Yes, I am. Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I am with the girls, Skylar and Nora. We have Nora again tonight, and I haven't recorded anything for tonight, so I thought I would just do a little bit of snippets of what we are doing. Right now we are on our way to the Springvale Public Library with their stuffed animals. They both are bringing stuffed bunnies, and the animals are going to be sleeping over at the library. I think it just sounds like a fun idea. The library is supposed to take pictures of what the animals are up to and post it on their Facebook page. I hope that there's enough of a turnout that it's fun. I brought extra stuffed animals just in case there's not a good turnout. It's the first time that they do this. I noticed by looking this up online that a lot of libraries do this, and it's just super cute. It's almost 4 p.m. Check-in time is 4 to 5 p.m. for story time for the stuffed animals and snacks for the kids. Then the plan is to hit Marden's if I survive stuffed animal time. The girls are writing name tags for their stuffed animals.
Pinky Jr.
Pinky Jr. and Vanelli from Skylar. This is such a good setup. They get name tags, they get, oh, the girls have to read their bunnies 2 books, and then their bunny gets a star. They're going to have a snack and story time. And then, is there a craft or something you gotta do too? There's a craft or something, right?
Yep.
Oh, all kinds of stuff. So fun. Now the girls are reading to their stuffed animals.
Should I do this one in
Yeah, if it's a long book, then you can count it as the 2 books.
Wait, if it's a long book, you can count it as the 2 books?
Right, but I don't think that's too long. Let me see your name tags. Vanelli. And then this is Pinky Jr. And they have snacks. What, sweetie?
Do you think I can put letters on my card?
Sure.
Oh, wait, that's cute. Oh, wait, it's big.
I don't know if you'd be able to find all the letters for Vanelli, but you can decorate. I'll help. We have all the stuffed animals. There's Pinky and Vanelli.
This is open.
Okay. It's me. I'm home. It's late. Not too late. Almost 11:30. The girls are wide awake. We just got in from taking a ride. I took them out one night late. Oh, they needed to mail. They both had letters to their dads. And they went out in their 90s to the mailbox, to the post office. Well, I took them in the car. But then they both got out of the car in their 90s at nighttime and put the things in the mailbox. And they just got a kick out of that, because stuff like that is exciting when you're a kid, to be on a street in a 90 at a mailbox. Now, every time Nora's here, we go for we call it our midnight ride. It was 10:30 when we went out. We just rode around town for a little bit, and the girls just have fun and listen to music, and they sing. And okay, so I just wanted to tell you that I did indeed go to Marden's after the library, and I do have some images coming up of the pictures that the librarian took of the teddy bears, the stuffed animals having fun at the library. She didn't take too many. I've seen some libraries online did it, and they take tons of pictures. But I think for the first time that they ever did this, they did a really fantastic job. They had crafts set up and name tags for the bunnies, and the craft that the girls were making with the bag is the treat bag for the bunnies. So I'm assuming when we pick bunnies up tomorrow, they will probably have something in their treat bag. I do not know. It was really nice, and it was just 1 hour, and then they asked everyone to leave their stuffed animals, and so that their stuffed animals could have their time alone. And I will show you some of the pictures. There is at least one picture that has the 2 bunnies like climbing something. The girls were just dying laughing when they saw those pictures, so it was really a nice little a nice little outing, and I liked it. Okay, so those images, well, let me show you those right now. Then we went to Marden's, and there was only a couple of women there. I was so happy, but there was also only one person cutting. The women in front of me, there were two, but they were together. They had tons of fabric. But it looked like they were almost done, the first woman. So I got in line, and I had picked up 16 different bolts, which only took me maybe 10 minutes in all. I just, pulled some bolts, and I was going to be getting 3 yards of each, which I did. So I got in line, and the women were chatty, and I was very patient. I was in a very patient mood. The girls were being great. They were like just shopping around, and they'd come and check with me, and are we ready to leave yet? No, not yet. Oh, okay, good. We're going to go look at shoes. So they seemed to be doing good, and I was all content. And then the woman that was having fabric cut just kept going and pulling more bolts off and adding them to her cart. And she just kept doing that and doing that. And to me, there's something wrong with that picture. I mean, if you get behind somebody, I mean, I have a choice. I have a choice to say, okay, she's got way too much stuff, I'm leaving, or this is doable, so I will stay and wait it out. When you see a certain amount of fabric there and you think that's doable, but then they keep adding fabric to it, to me, it shouldn't be like that. Once you're in line to get your stuff cut, you should be done shopping. If you want to continue shopping, you should get behind me again for the new stuff. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense, because what if somebody wants to just get in line and then just all day continuously keep adding bolts of fabric? Nobody else would ever get through. And the person cutting, she was the only one cutting, and she said there was no one else. To me, she should have said something to that woman. She should have said, I will cut this much for you. If you want more, you will have to get back in line, because there are other people waiting. So the other woman waiting was friends. They came together, and she only looked like she had like 8 bolts in her cart. So she said to me, when it's my turn, I'll let you go ahead, because she's never going to stop shopping. And I thought, well, if she never stops shopping, how are we ever going to get a turn? But I didn't say anything. I just said, no, that's all right. I have 16. You can go ahead of me. And she said, no, 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 I insist. She says, we're making you wait a long time, and when it's my turn, I'm going to let you go. So we wait forever. We do some chit-chat, and finally, it's that woman's turn. And honestly, I was going to say to her, you absolutely go first. But I didn't get the chance. She just got right up and went to the counter. At this point, I wanted to say to her, hey, where was that offer you made me? But I didn't care, because I wanted her to get her stuff cut. I wanted them out of my hair. I was so tired of talking to these women. So she gets her stuff. Oh, but that's right. So get this. Before she got up, another woman came who didn't look like she had any fabric at all. So I was confused about that. But she said something to the girl cutting, and the girl cutting said, you have to get in line. The line is back there. And it was just, the woman right ahead of me with like the 6 bolts or 8 bolts, and then me. So happy woman who broke her offer to let me go ahead of her, goes to the table, and they start cutting her stuff. And the whole time they're cutting her stuff, I'm thinking, that other woman that is standing here behind me doesn't even look like she's holding fabric. I was so confused as to why she was in line. As it started to get closer to my turn, I did ask the woman, I said, "Are you here for fabric?" And she said, "Yes, I only need 6 yards of this one piece," but it was something that was on a roll. That's why she didn't have it with her. They had to go and cut it. So I said, "You're absolutely going ahead of me." I mean, I can't even believe the woman cutting would have made her wait to go through all my fabric. It's just, I don't know. I didn't care for the way that was all run. So of course I let that woman go ahead of me. It took all of 5 minutes to get her in and out, and then my turn. And I did get 3 yards of each of 16 prints, and I will be having a fabric listing this weekend at some point. I was exhausted after the fabric. I was there 1 hour and 45 minutes, and the whole time, other than 10 minutes, was spent standing there waiting to have my fabric cut. So I really need to talk to them. You know, if I'm going to be doing this regularly, I can't be standing there that long for no good reason. I have to get the courage and ask them, if I come in and just pull bolts, can you guys put them aside, cut them at your leisure, and I will come back later that day or even the next day. I have to find a way to do that with them. I'm pretty sure they're going to trust me to come back and buy it, you know. After that, we came home, and it was Big Brother night. So I watched Big Brother. I was glad. Both the girls are into Big Brother. Well, Skylar only knows about Big Brother because of me. I've turned her on to it. Nora watches it. So I was really glad. And I have a couch that opens up, and this time I opened that so they can be together and both facing the TV in the same direction, and that worked out really well. What else did we do, though? Didn't we do something else? They rode their scooters. We fed Rocky the raccoon. He came to visit again. Oh, I got a bunch of bead auctions scheduled. I still have some more that I have to glaze. There's not going to be too many lots available, but I will have some, I think like 10, something like that. And just wanted to get a video out to you guys because I worry if I don't that I will get into the habit of not. I'm such a scheduled creature that it's important that I do what I do, even if it's useless content like this video. But I want something up. Oh, and the girls recorded something. They did some kind of Q&A. I set them up upstairs. I called it their studio. It was just the 2 girls and the camera. I have no clue what they recorded. No clue if it's anything I can even salvage for Skylar's channel or not. I won't know until I look at it. It's always fun to watch kids' videos when you have no clue what they said or did. And in case you don't know, last night's video was on Skylar's channel, her Dollar Tree haul, and her mother watched it, and she thought it was hilarious. And Skylar was like so worried about her mother knowing that she said jackass, but it was all in a good way. It was even a television reality show called Jackass, so it's not all that bad. Thought I was going to get grief for that, but so far, so good. Everybody was okay with that video. Alright, I'm going to stop talking now. I am extremely tired. Extremely. It's like that kind of tiredness that I sometimes don't know what I'm doing. 3 more weeks, and I'm going to be sad, but it will be exciting to get back to business. And that's what gets me through the sadness of the complete quiet. When Skylar's gone, it hits me like a ton of bricks that she's gone. And it's very sad, and I feel that for at least a week. But I throw myself into my work, so that'll be good for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back with more soon. I don't know what with. I have no idea, but something. We'll have something for you. Bye!